9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
Hello, you guys. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. This is WWT's PR Princess and everything you need to know about Madam Elite. Here with you tonight. We had a little bit of a late start, but I'm in my Christmas sweater. I have my Santa hat, and we're getting ready for the holiday bash happening right now. TBS Championship between Mercedes Moné and Anna Jay. And they are kicking off right now. I did miss it because, of course, at the top of the hour, when we kicked off Dynamite, we got to hear from my client, Orange Cassidy and Jay White, ahead of their main event match, where they're teaming up with Hangman, Adam Page, to take on Pac, Wheeler Yuta, and the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Jon Moxley. So we got a lot of action throughout the show. So sit back, get your ugly Christmas sweater, grab your hot cocoa, because this is a holiday bash. We're celebrating the season. It is season's beating. So we're kicking off right now with Mercedes Moné and Anna Jay. And Anna Jay is showing some good, solid offense. I would not underestimate her. Thank you, Boza. Yeah, I had to run out, and I did see my client a bit, Orange Cassidy, but I missed it. But I'm pretty sure I'll catch it on social later. But we're ready. We're live, and I feel like it's nice that she's starting off the show. Hi, Lewis. Hi, Bosa. Hi, Bobby. Thank you guys for joining on this holiday bash. If you're joining in, we're kicking off with the TBS Championship. Mercedes Moné and Anna Jay, and these two ladies are definitely gonna bring it. I know earlier in WWT Live, Professor was talking about Mercedes' match in New Japan Wrestling over the weekend, and I think I'm gonna watch it because she does deliver. I cannot knock her for that. She has definitely delivered. So I know Mercedes is gonna bring it, and also it's definitely gonna match. And even if Anna Jay loses, it's not going to hurt her or anything. Her stock is going to continue to rise. But anyways, we're ready. And it's a nice way to kick off the ladies, too. Your client, Tony Storm, has been busy. Yes, Bobby, she has been busy. We will be talking about that everywhere we go. I know, Boza. Yes. Yes, because I actually really want her to succeed. I really want her to succeed in AEW. I really do believe that. Oh, and kick out by Anna Jay. Mercedes thought that match was over. I really do want her to succeed in AEW because, she's definitely a person I follow since WWE. And also, not many people know this. I actually got to meet her in person when she was Sasha Banks. And she was very nice to me. So I still have that photo up there. And I really want her to do it because, she can back it up. She's one of the best wrestlers to do it. I think she can. But also at the same time, you're the highest paid on that roster. You say the women's division is one of the best AEW has created. You're also the face of TBS. Less is more. And also, I would love for her to main event a Dynamite. Go ahead and main event a Dynamite. Go ahead and main event an AEW pay-per-view in 2025. I would love to see that. So, even though the match is in picture-in-picture, the match is still going on right now, and Mercedes looks like she gets the upper hand. But also, we're going to get some Continental Classic mayhem with Shelton Benjamin and the Beast Mortos. Yeah, Bozo, a lot of people don't know that I met her when she was Sasha Banks, but we all wanted to succeed in AEW, but less is more, and just prove it. Like, go a main event a Dynamite in 2025. Main event an AEW pay-per-view, because the big goal for me, I would love to see some of the women main event a pay-per-view in AEW. I don't care what pay-per-view it is, but I just want them to main event it, and especially if they get their ducks in a row. That would be really awesome. And also a big goal for me, because I'm a lover of all tag teams, I would love to see a tag team title match main event, a pay-per-view as well, because that was one of the pillars when AEW first started. It was their tag team division. And I feel like with the right storylines, with the right teams, and executed properly, it'll definitely flourish. But time will tell. And also, we did talk about birthdays in WWT Live. As you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin turned 60 today. But also, we have a birthday to celebrate in AEW. One half of my clients, the Acclaimed, the Scissor King himself, Anthony Bowens. It's his birthday today. So I definitely want to give a shout out and wish him a lovely, happy birthday from one Jersey girl to one Jersey boy. You have definitely do that. So we will be celebrating his birthday today. And what better way to do that on the final live Dynamite of 2024? And also feel free to put in the chat on what has been your best moments with Anthony Bowens as well, because it's his birthday. We get to celebrate throughout these 2 hours. So I'm very, very excited. So, okay, picture-in-picture is over, and we are back live with the TBS Championship. Anna Jay taking on Mercedes Moné, the CEO. So, let's see. Kick out by Mercedes. I just hope Mercedes doesn't underestimate Anna Jay, because she put a lot of work in since she came back from Stardom. Ooh! Is Anna gonna get it right here? Ooh! Mercedes got the arm on the rope. And also, it's nice that Daddy Magic Matt Menard is doing commentary for his fellow member of the Jericho Appreciation Society, Anna Jay. So, kudos on that. Ooh. Ooh, Anna Jay, you gotta run the Queen Slayer. You gotta run the Queen Slayer. You gotta run the Queen Slayer. Mercedes broke out of that. Ooh, and Mercedes locked in her submission. Mercedes still has it locked in. Oh my goodness. Mercedes. Anna Jay, 2, kick out by Mercedes. Ooh, Anna Jay had a nasty hit. Nasty hit. Ooh, knees. I think. Oh, and she's using Anna Jay's move. That is smart. 3. your winner and still CBS champion Mercedes Moné. Man, she used Anna Jay's finisher. That is kind of sneaky heel. That is smart heel tactic right there. Hey, look, she's still the champ. She backed it up. And the one thing I can say is she backs it up in the ring. But looky, there is Chris Statlander. And as I mentioned last week, it is far from over from those two. I would like to see them go round 2. I think they would definitely have a banger. And also, Wrestle Dynasty happening next month. Mina Shirakawa taking on Mercedes Moné for the New Japan Strong Women's Championship. Excuse me. So, Mercedes, she has her 2 belts. She's celebrating. She's doing everything she can. Let her celebrate. She's the winner. Let her celebrate. Let her do her thing. Oh, and we're going to hear from FTR.
I don't disagree with your message. I do think that AEW needs to change. And I do think that some of these people need to be forced into change. But we stopped you from poisoning a man. We're not going to stand by and watch you pour cleaner down another human being's throat. And that's all we did. That gets us gone forward. That gets us dragged outside. That gets kicked out of us and left in the cold. Left for dead in the cold. And when you're laying on the concrete, a lot of things start running through your mind. What is a life after wrestling? Is there a life after wrestling for FTR? We've built our whole lives and our whole career on this one thing. What else is there for us to do? And I just got off the phone with Doc Sampson right before we started filming, and Doc Sampson tells me he's not going to clear us for the rest of the year. So from now until January 1st, don't sleep. We will show up at your door. It will not be good for you and your family. But on January 1st in Asheville, North Carolina, FTR will be there. We will be in the middle of the ring. We will be cleared, and we will fight the Death Riders. And by the way, we're not coming alone. Top guys. Out. Well, FTR in their hometown of Asheville, North Carolina, January 1st.
So we got to hear from FTR, and they have their remarks about what they have to say. So they're not medical cleared yet, but they will be January 1st. The first Dynamite of 2025, and it will be simulcast, not just from TBS, but also on Max. So they will show up, but they're not going to show up alone. So I don't know who's it going to be. But also, we have MJF. No, don't be surprised. I mean, I respect MJF as an athlete. I think he's great. I just think he's a jerk. But that's who he is. And of course, I am not surprised. And let's hear what MJF has to say. And I love that he has his Hanukkah shirt. So let's hear what he has to say.
You don't like me, huh, guys? Good thing I don't care about the opinions of a bunch of disgustings from DC. I mean, if I did care about your opinion, I wouldn't have signed on to be an AEW wrestler. I would have signed on to become a part of your whack-ass Washington Wizards. So, oh, it's my fault they suck? That's my fault? I'm sorry. They do. But let's face it, guys, I'm no Scrooge, okay? For crying out loud, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
MJF is a total Scrooge. He acts like a Scrooge.
Pretty soon, the most important holiday, which is a part of the most religious coming up. You get it, Hanukkah. And if you don't celebrate Hanukkah, I particularly need to inform you, Santa's not real, and I'm not sorry for it. know, Hanukkah is all about giving, and I'm feeling very philanthropic. Not that any of you know what that word means. And I'm about to get a little emotional, but right now I would like to talk about a fundraiser that I've started. Sorry, guys, I might cry. Just give me 1 second. It's a bit much. Start the music, please. That's the stuff.
What?
Please start the music. Picture this. There's a small child sitting across from you. It is starving. It needs nourishment. It needs food. Now picture that small child is this baby.
Oh my God.
I know it's hard to look at. Don't avert your eyes. Please. Now cut the music. Cut the music. Cut it. Cut it. This is bogus. Guys, right now, if you want to help that freakishly small yellow baby, all you have to do is scan the QR code you see on your screen so you can buy the World's End pay-per-view this Saturday, December 28th. Guys, I'm talking. Will you please shut the hell up? Unreal. Yeah, I would say something. To think I'm opening up to you here. And if you buy that pay-per-view, a part of your money will go towards my foundation to help put this small yellow child out of his misery.
Oh my God.
And for that, and for the fact that I'm better than you, you can thank me later. Max, hey, look at this, man. Now I'm the one on the big screen. You're the one standing in the ring looking like an idiot. As we all know, it is Adam Cole versus MJF for that Dynamite diamond ring at World's End. And actually, just to let you know, give you a little heads up, that I had a meeting with Tony Khan. Because I know how badly you want to get your hands on that Dynamite diamond ring. And I'm going to make sure that if you want to grab it before that bell rings, you're going to have to earn it. Because there are 2 men who are going to be there to make sure that doesn't happen. You've got nowhere to hide. You are a dead man, and I will finally finish this at World's End. Wait, hold on. I swear to God. I think there was another thing that I wanted to say. Hey, Max. Am I kicking your ass yet?
So MJF tried to taunt, and we got to see Adam Cole, and it looks like he got the last laugh ahead of their match at World's End for that Dynamite dozen ring. I will say it would be a good solid match. I just hope after World's End they end this thing. Just end it right here, because I know they've been trying to salvage a storyline for almost a year, but Adam Cole got the last laugh, so it's really been fun. So it's almost 8:30, and clearly we're not even at 9 o'clock, and we're just getting started. So of course, if you guys are joining, this is WWT's PR Princess and everything you need to know about Elite. Miss Courtney Rice in the building. We've been going through a lot. Of course, we had a TBS championship match between Mercedes Moné and Anna Jay, and she's still champion. And also, I'm looking at this. They are showing highlights from this past Saturday's Winter is Coming. Julia Hart making her return, taking out Jamie Hager, and we're going to hear what Jamie Hager has to say. Also, my client, too.
No, ma'am. It was when I was beat, when I was tired. And you used a trick to attack me from behind. That's a sneaky, classy move from you. Message sent. I know you're listening, so here's my message to you. Fight for the fallen. I'm going to serve you a dish best served cold. I'm going to drop you on your head, and I'm going to serve you up a heavy dose of Haterade. See you then, mate.
Well, it looks like we probably got our first match of Fight for the Fallen on January 1st. Jamie Hager is challenging, my client, by the way, is challenging the returning Julia Hart. I will say that's our first match. That's going to be fire. And, oh, they're doing a promo about Kenny Omega. So if you guys have not heard, Kenny Omega had a very, very, very gruesome injury. And he will make his return at the Tokyo Dome next month. So it's always great to see Kenny back. He definitely puts on a spectacular show. So hopefully we get to see him back. I don't know what his role is going to be with this whole situation with the Death Riders taking over AEW, and then of course this new Elite. Yes, he will face New Japan Strong Champion Gate. Yes, non-title. Thank you for that, Boza. And people see Kenny is definitely respected. People love Kenny Omega. They're getting ready. So now we go from Adam Cole to our tag team action for the night. So we have Nick Wayne and Christian Cage taking on Hook and Katsuyori Shibata. So this is going to be a really good, solid match. And if you guys have been following, we now know who attacked Taz. Christian Cage was the one to do it, along with members of the patriarchy, but it was mostly Christian. And he was trying to get Hook to join the patriarchy, but Hook wants revenge for what Christian did to his father. And apparently, Nick Wayne challenged Hook to a match at Christmas Collision, which this weekend, folks, it'll be in the Hammerstein Ballroom this weekend. So it was supposed to be a match, but I guess Hook wants to face Christian Cage for what he did. But also, I've seen a tweet from Taz a couple weeks ago that he's doing well in physical therapy after his surgery with his knees, and it's a possibility he may make an appearance at Hammerstein Ballroom this weekend. But we shall see. So I'm very excited to do that. And I want to see everybody's comments because I know everybody's been commenting throughout the whole night. So I want to see that. I'm officially going to add Mina Sharkana to my AEW client roster since she's been doing matches on AEW. Congratulations on that, Bobby. She's definitely a special person, Mina Sharkana. She has charisma. She has the ability to work the crowd. And also, that is a pretty solid pickup that you have. My client, Anna J, is having a great showing. Yes, even though, she did lose, it is going to raise her stock a little more. And I do see gold on her in 2025. But also, you got to remember, Chris Statlander's waiting in the wings. And they're going to go round 2 for the TBS Championship. And I am, no pun intended, all in on it. So, doing that. So, I'm looking at this. If Mina survives Dana Luca on Saturday, it will be title for title. Hence the question Professor asks Monday, do we get Mercedes 3 belts? Yeah, at first I did say Monday, but I may have to change my thought Boza on that because, as I mentioned earlier, you say that you want to help change the women's division at AEW. You say AEW has the best women's roster. You said you're there to elevate. You also say you want to be the face of TBS. Prove it. Go ahead and prove it. And let Mina Shirokana get a win. Like, help elevate that to the next level. Because we all know what Mercedes can do. We all know that she's incredibly talented. But soon enough, she's going to have a loss. She's going to have a loss throughout her tenure in AEW sooner or later. I think I have a feeling who they're bringing January 1st. Rated FTR will cover Death Riders probably for the AEW World Six-Man Tag Team Championship. Yeah, that is a possibility. And plus, I want to have them like face it off against each other. FTR and Adam Cole. Adam Copeland, because Adam Copeland is medically clear to compete. He's ready to go, and it would be a nice treat for him to see because we haven't seen him since this year at Double or Nothing against his match against Malachi Black. Unfortunately, he had to get back his TNT championship at that time. So that was really hard for him. But I'm excited. January 1st is definitely shaping up. We also have our first match. We also know FTR is going to be there, but we also have a possibility of a first match. Jamie Hager versus Julia Hart. So I'm just looking at the crowd. Maybe MJF is a Grinch. He's a Scrooge 24/7. Yeah, I would kind of agree on that. I can't do that. Can't do that. Could we see Samoa Joe? Yeah, it's a possibility we could see Samoa Joe. I would not be shocked if Samoa Joe came tonight. I would not be shocked on that because, like I said, we haven't seen him since this past summer. So it's a possibility. I always enjoy your AEW watch along. Oh, thank you, Bobby. I'm really happy to do these watch along for AEW for all of you. And for me, like I said, I started watching AEW in 2022. So it's just pretty much learning the ropes, but also giving them critical feedback as well, because I know they can do better. We just want them to do better. So Continental Classic got more interesting after Collision. Kyle Fletcher losing to Mark Briscoe brought life to the Blue League. Gold League will come down to the last matches. Yes, we have some Continental Classic mayhem happening, and it was crazy. I really thought Kyle Fletcher was going to get the win, but I'm very happy Mark Briscoe got the win. You know, we got some action tonight. We have Will Ospreay taking on Darby Allin in the Gold League. We have Shelton Benjamin taking on the Beast Mortos in the Blue League. I would like to see the Beast Mortos get a win. Nothing against Shelton Benjamin. He's great. But I would love for the Beast Mortos to at least get like a win. But I don't know if they're going to give it to Shelton, considering that will be his second loss. And I don't think he wants that. So, but yeah, we got some Continental Classic mayhem happening. But we go back live where we see Hook and Katsuyori Shibata taking on Nick Wayne and Christian Cage. And this is going to be a really good, solid tag team match because a lot of storylines are happening. And here we go. We kick it off with Nick Wayne and Hook. Okay. So, tag is made to Katsuyori Shibata. And we see Christian.
at home recovering from knee surgery. Shout out Taz. No doubt watching his son here tonight. And look at the Stretcher Cage covering up in the corner, turtling up as Katsuyori Shibata. He's a little break now. Continental tie center of the ring. Shibata. Look at
Let's see.
maintain control. There's a immediately retrieved from the ropes once again, forcing the break from referee Rick Knox.
Hey, if you think about it, Samoa Joe not around, Taz is not here, and I know Taz is announced, so he doesn't get involved in his son's matches. I get that, but really at a numbers disadvantage when you take a look at Nick Wayne and you take a look at
Don't mess with Shibata.
you got to figure it out.
Shibata is like a magician. Oh, I love Shibata. I'm looking forward to seeing Powerhouse Hobbs go against Konosuke Takeshita at AEW World's End. Yes, this past weekend we have a few more matches added to World's End. We have Thunder Rosa taking on Mariah May in a Tijuana street fight for the AEW Women's World Championship. We also have Powerhouse Hobbs getting a match against Konosuke Takeshita for the AEW International Championship. And I am so happy to see him back in the title picture. It's just so good to see Powerhouse Hobbs back. And I'm hoping, I know he still has flusters with the Don Callis family, but excited to see what lies ahead because I would like to see him hold some gold really, really soon. Hi, Hassan. Thank you for the compliment. Yes, of course, because, it's a holiday bash. AEW has their holiday bash. So, of course, I have to dress up festive. And it's their final live Dynamite of 2024. So, this is going to be something they won't forget because, of course, it is Christmas next week. I will not be doing a watch along next week since it is Christmas Day. This is a time where people will be with their families, and I love it because this weekend at Hammerstein, Saturday Collision is going to be live, and Sunday they're going to tape their Dynamite episode, which that'll be aired next Wednesday as well. And I'm happy at least some of the wrestlers get to spend time with their families for Christmas because after that they have to go to Orlando for World's End. So at least they do get some type of break, and I'm very happy for that. Could we see Private Party defend AEW Tag Team Champions at World's End? It's a possibility. I don't know. It's just really frustrating because anybody that knows me knows I love tag team wrestling. I just really want them to have a really good, solid storyline. And I know they're trying to do it with Top Flight and everything else, but it sucks. Unfortunately, my clients, the Acclaim, they're having internal issues within their front. So hopefully they can get their act together and everything else, and we'll go from there. And also, I'm trying to turn my attention to the match. Christian Cage doing what Christian Cage do best, doing dirty tactics. Match is going in picture-in-picture. Even though it's going in picture-in-picture, the match is still live. So Nick Wayne's trying to get the upper hand on Hook. So it's nice that I get to watch the match in picture-in-picture. But going back to my point, it's I know they're trying to help elevate the tag team division, but I just really want to see Private Party being a really good, solid rivalry, and just pretty much wipe the floor off of every single tag team. Wipe the floor off of every single tag team, including FTR, especially when the Young Bucks come back, because a little fact, Private Party has never faced off against my clients, the Acclaimed, ever. They never had a one-on-one. They never did a promo together. They never had a one-on-one match together. So I don't want that to happen yet. I would love to have that happen somewhere down the line once Private Party, beats all of the tag teams within AEW. And the only team they have to face is my clients, the Acclaim. So, but that's just me doing that. I think that would be a really, really good, solid rivalry because there's so much backstory with this, with all four of them having similar stories on how they got into AEW. So that's also a nice one as well. I'm looking at the picture-in-picture. Christian looks like he has the upper hand on Hook, and he's trying to take out that arm that he hit. That actually he gave a concerto to Hook a couple weeks ago, because last week we saw him in a cast. Also, feel free to put in the channel, who do you think is going to win this tag team match tonight? Do you think it's going to be Nick Wayne and Christian Cage? Or do you think it's going to be Katsuyori, Shibata, and Hook? So feel free to put everything in the chat. And it is 8:45, and we are almost at hour 1. And where has the time gone, people? It's crazy. We're almost there. We still got some more action left to go. Of course, we have our main event, the trios match. John Moxley, Will Yuta, and Pac taking on my client Orange Cassidy, Switchblade Jay White, and Hangman Adam Page, along with, as I mentioned, Continental Classic Mayhem, Will Ospreay, Darby Allin, Shelton Benjamin, the Beast Mortos. So we got some pretty good action happening later tonight. So do not go anywhere. Grab your tea, your hot cocoa, dress up in your festive Christmas sweater, because this is a holiday patch. So this is a holiday match. So feel free to do that, because it is 1 week from today. It is Christmas. So what better way to do that? And we are back live with the tag team match. As I mentioned, Christian Cage and Nick Wayne taking on Katsuyori, Shibata, and Hook. So it looks like Nick Wayne has the upper hand on Hook. Okay, so Hook tag is made to Shibata. It looks like Mama Wade ain't having it. I would love for somebody to like spray her in the face with hairspray. That would be pretty crazy. The fans will go nuts for it. Shibata he's trying to put the submission hold in. Oh boy. See, don't mess with Shibata. Nick Wayne needs to learn. Don't mess with him. Watch from behind, Hook. Ooh. Shibata! He got the submission hold. Is Nick Wayne gonna tap? He's got the submission. He has nowhere to go. Ooh. Aha! Hook at the transmission! Oh, and Mama Wayne interfered. Oh, great. So your winners of the match is Christian Cage and Nick Wayne with help from Kip Sabian and Mama Wayne. I'm going to tell you this. Mama Wayne's going to get her karma because somebody is going to spray hairspray in her face. And I would be loving this. And of course, Kip Sabian had his business in there. So, ugh. Well, that was a really solid tag team, I will say. It was a very solid tag team. A lot of story elements. It won't be the last time we see them. So, super, 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 super fun. Super, super fun. But, so this Saturday, Christmas Collision, Adam Cole and MJF face to face. And we also have some Continental Classic Mayhem happening this weekend. We have in the Gold League, Darby Allin taking on Claudio Castagnoli. We also have Ospreay taking on Ricochet. And I believe in the Blue League, Daniel Garcia is going to be facing off against Shelton Benjamin. And of course, he's the TNT champion because, it's on TNT. And also another match in the Blue League, Mark Briscoe versus the Beast Mortos. So they're racking up Continental Classic Mayhem on Christmas Collision, which is going to be awesome. And as I mentioned, Daniel Garcia, the TNT champion, taking on Shelton Benjamin. That's going to be a very solid match. And there's going to be a lot of chaos and mayhem. And I'm going to say this. This is my first time watching the Continental Classic throughout this whole entirety. And it's just so great to see. And of course, we see one of my heroes, Chris Jericho, doing the King of New York. As you know, Chris Jericho, he's getting ready for his Ring of Honor Championship match against Matt Cardona on Friday. So it's going to be live from Hammerstein Ballroom. So, well, Boza, hey, it's a good way to do that. And I have to say, that's a really fun promo. But why in the heck is he associated with Jets fans? I don't get it. But anyways, my favorite moment of your client, Anthony Bowens, is winning AEW Tag Team Champions and Trios Championships. So as I mentioned earlier, not only today is Stone Cold Steve Austin's birthday, it's also one half of my client, the Acclaimed, Anthony Bowens' birthday. So feel free to wish him a happy birthday from us here at WWT Live. Make sure to send wishes to the Scissor King himself from one New Jersey person to another because he's from my home state. Wish him a happy birthday. And feel free to put in the chat on what favorite moment that you have with Anthony Bowens because, he definitely, him and Caster really made a wonderful impact within the tag team division. Also with him being a representative for the LGBTQ community. That is awesome to see. And I am very excited to see what's he going to do for 2025. So feel free to put in the chat on your moments that you have with Anthony Bowens. Wish him a happy birthday from everybody here at WWT Live because the birthday boy deserves it. And what better way to celebrate your birthday with the final live Dynamite of 2024 with their holiday match. So, so much has happened. Okay, so we see the promo of Bandito. He is supposed to be making his return to AEW soon. So, I don't know what's going to happen, but 2025 seems to be shaping up pretty good. I'm thinking Beast Mortos beats Mark Briscoe. Yeah, because Beast Mortos, he needs a win. I would love for him to just get 3 points. He doesn't have to get 6. I just want him to get 3 points. Just get 3 points. I just get 3 points. That's all you need. I know, Boza. I don't hate it. I don't hate either. Like, I love Chris Jericho, but that promo was really funny, calling himself the king of New York. But hey, he finds ways to make some of the worst things happen, and he just does it very well. So, but anyways, we are almost at the 9 o'clock hour. Hard to believe, and we still got a lot of action to go. And of course, I definitely want to thank everybody for being in the chat. I definitely want to thank. Oh, hi, Zach Midger. Merry Christmas to you, and thank you for joining on this watch along for AEW Dynamite. Definitely want to shout out to you, Lewis Johnson, Boza, Bobby, Huston, Terrell. Thank you all for joining on this special watch-along edition of AEW's Holiday Bash, coming to you from Washington, D.C. As you can tell, I have my Santa hat on. I have my ugly Christmas sweater. I am excited to be with all of you. Also, there will be a post show after this, so do not go anywhere. It's going to be a quick post show. It's going to be very quick, and we're going to talk about everything that happened in tonight's Holiday Bash, so I don't want to keep you up too long. But so far, it has been a very solid show. These season's beginnings, I will say. What is happening with Camille and AEW? So, Bobby, apparently a couple weeks ago, she got attacked in ambush. We still don't know who did it. But also, there's been a lot of chirp and floating reports that she is not happy with her role in AEW, which is pretty much understandable. So I don't know the full details on that, because apparently it might be like a creative decision or a booking decision, because it's really hard for somebody like a powerhouse like Camille to kind of really navigate, because they do have a few powerhouses they can work with. And also she is very talented and really taken up a notch. I understand she wants to be better for Mercedes being the brick house, but I would kind of love for her to really get involved within the women's division, because she's definitely an asset. I would think she's definitely an asset. I would do, but there's just so many layers to this story. I did not read it, but I know there have been reports floating around, so I'm just doing everything I can. So feel free. But let's see. So they're on commercial right now. So I think I'm going to get on commercial too. And since it's almost holiday season, feel free to check out some merch, because it's almost Christmas time. So check out some merch.
Hey, yo, you. Yeah, you. That's watching this. You sitting on the couch staring at the screen not knowing what you want to do, like this is an online college. Are you tired of wearing shirts that make you look like an extra stuck in catering? Do you want to step your wrestling swag game up to the next level? Then Women's Wrestling Talk has got you covered. Like, literally. Are you for life in pink or black and white? Or maybe you're the EST and people need to respect you accordingly. Want to put some pride in your stride and show off the muscle in your hustle? Then make sure you check out the WWT store. Not now, but right now. Alright? What you waiting for? Head to www.talkpodstore.com and don't make me fight you. Shit.
Well, don't make her fight you. And just when we were to that, we hear from our women's champion, Mariah May.
I would love to end 2 generations in one night. And Papa, Rosa, does being Australia run in family? I won't complain to my father towards them. I don't want him to see what I'm going to do.
You want a street fight, Mariah May, Thunder Rosa, December 28th. Fans, later on tonight here in Washington, in the Golden Continental Classic, it is going to be Will Ospreay, Darby Allin one-on-one. But Will Ospreay has his work cut out for him on Saturday, live on Christmas Collision from Hammerstein Ballroom, as he must face this man,
So we got to hear from Mariah May, our women's champion. So she had a few words to say just under Rosa in that Tijuana street fight, and I'm very excited to see that match because Mariah May hasn't been in a few street fights. I mean, she was in that no disqualification match for the NJ, but let's see her take it up a notch when she goes up against Thunder Rosa. So we're back live, and we get to see Tony Schiavone in the ring, and he brings out Ricochet. So we'll see what we'll see what Mr. Ricochet has to say. Of course, he has a match this weekend at Christmas Collision against Will Ospreay. So we'll see what let's hear what Mr. Ricochet has to say to Tony Schiavone.
Didn't it look really good on me though? Didn't it look real good though? Well, you look. Let's see, we see him.
And it's no surprise there, we get to see the Hurt Syndicate come out because, as remember, they sent out business cards to Max Caster, Ricochet, and Leo Rush. So let's see what MVP and the rest of the Hurt Syndicate has to say.
What's good, guys? You look good. I'm glad you guys are out here. You look great.
Yeah.
You look good. I mean, we collectively look good. I like it. But honestly, look, I'm glad you guys came out here because I wanted to ask you a question specifically. Did you see how I beat these brakes off of Commander? Yeah, we saw that. Did you see last week how I handled Brody King? Yeah, we saw it. And I got 6 points in the Continental Classic at Shelton tonight after your match. I mean, maybe you could have 6 points too, and who knows? It could be you and I facing each other in the future. You know, we keep this business on lock. You know what I'm saying? Together. You know what I'm saying? You don't say keep the business on lock. Well, absolutely fact. Tonight, the 2 guys that I have left in this tournament, they actually face each other tonight. So you know, I'm going to keep an eye out on that. But this Saturday, I have Will Ospreay. And he too will see a different side of Ricochet. You feel me? Yeah, I feel you. Hey, you should have a business card on? Yeah, let me see your card. Honestly,
What?
when MVP teared up the card, I suppose the offer's been rescinded. Ricochet, the table, nobody likes a kiss ass. I don't know what to make of any of this here. Man, Ricochet's lucky something. His Continental Classic schedule still to come. Yeah, I think it was probably last year. The Hurt Syndicate in the ring. I mean, Ricochet's lucky to be walking out under his own power. Benjamin, you got some business to take care of. It's like he's ready to go.
Well,
MVP rescinding the offer, Tony. Wow, that didn't turn out the way I thought it was. Certainly didn't turn out the way that Ricochet does. Not at all. Ricochet definitely intimidated here.
well, that was really interesting. We got to hear what Ricochet had to say, and we got to see the entire Hurt Syndicate came out, and it looks like they rescinded the offer they had for Ricochet. So Ricochet came in one piece. Hi. Eddie, thank you for joining. I'm doing good. Dynamite has been solid so far. As you know, they are in Washington, D.C. for their holiday bash. So we're just getting ready for some Continental Classic mayhem between the Beast Mortos and Shelton Benjamin. So it's interesting how he rescinded the offer because, as you know, MVP sent his business cards to Max Caster, Leo Rush, Ricochet, Mercedes Moné, and of course Swerve. Question I have, and I had to think about this for a while, and this is where long-term storytelling kicks in. Do you think Ricochet is going to join the Hurt Syndicate? Because I am seeing some things happening. I'm seeing some things happening with Ricochet because it looks like he has a heel turn. So, oh, and also we get to see MVP be on commentary because we didn't see him against Kyle Fletcher. Thank God, because I'm trying to imagine Don Callis and MVP on the same commentary table. But we're going to see that. Ooh, Shelton Benjamin. I will say the Beast Mortos has been a really good show in the last couple of months. And I just would love for him to get 3 points out of it. Oh, look at this. Ooh.
And I think he's responding. But we were a little disappointed about Shelton not hurting someone. He likes to play with his food. And sometimes, because he's so dominant, it's fun to him. He likes to get out there, hurt people, make them feel a little misery. And then when he's ready, he likes to finish them off. But I'm trying to tell him, there we go.
Oof.
The balance of the Beast Mortal, and now Shelton. Mortal put up more with the knee and stick with us in picture. As there's 3 points in the Continental Classic on the line.
So this match is still going on, but it's in picture, but the match is still going on. So have a quick one. We're kicking off with one first match of Continental Classic Mayhem between Shelton Benjamin, the Beast Mortos, with MVP being in commentary. So I like to see Ricochet do a heel run. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Eddie. I think it's just a matter of time that he's going to turn heel. It's just only a matter of time. And, you know, I would be okay with it because we have seen some heel tactics from Ricochet these last 2 matches in the Continental Classic. And they seem very real. But I think long-term story-wise, I just have this feeling that it's going to happen sooner or later. And also just really thinking about where to do it because Hurt Syndicate's there. They still have their issues with Swerve Strickland because Swerve said it. This is far from over between them and the Hurt Syndicate. So a lot can happen with this storyline ahead. So I'm very curious. I don't know what's going to happen. I know Swerve is going to need some additional help when it comes to not just MVP, but Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley. And also, I don't even know who's going to be in it. So, but only time will tell. And we shall see. But looking at this match in picture, Shelton Benjamin looks like he's getting the upper hand against the Beast Mortos. Beast Mortos is great. Yeah, he's been really good. Since I started watching him in action, he just has been so good in the ring the last couple weeks. I just like, man, this guy can really go. And seeing like some of the matches that he was in with some of the other top tier AEW stars, I'm just very happy to see the Beast Mortos in the Continental Classic. And also it does give a showing and it also increases his stock within AEW as they go in for 2025. And we're pretty much in the final hour of Dynamite. How is it? And time's going so fast when you're having fun. So I'm very happy to be with all of you for this special holiday bash edition of AEW Dynamite. It's the final live AEW Dynamite of 2024. So hopefully they can end it with a bang. And so far it's been solid. So we are back live. The Beast Mortos taking on Shelton Benjamin in the Blue League. And I'm excited to see that. So we shall see. As you know, Daddy Magic is doing commentary in place of Taz. Also, we get to see MVP. He's on commentary as well, supporting, of course, his guy, Shelton Benjamin. We're definitely seeing that. So, and also, I have to say, when they brought out their theme song, The Hurt Syndicate, I was like, they were singing We Hurt People. And also, when they debuted it at Full Gear, everybody was going crazy for that. There was like a whole section chanting We Hurt People. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to spread like wildfire. But anyways, going back to the action between the Beast Mortos and Shelton Benjamin.
During Christmas collection, apparently Shelton Benjamin will be in action against Dan Garcia in the Moxley movie. And apparently, MVP, you're not too thrilled about Ricochet. We kind of love Ricochet, but no one likes to kiss ass. Nobody. And if you want to show us what you're capable of doing, go and hurt somebody. Then we'll be impressed. Okay. Look out here. The big guy going upstairs. Going up to that.
Oh, wow. 2 kick out by Shelton Benjamin. Wow. Oh man. Ooh, the Beast Mortos got up. Shelton Benjamin's scared. He doesn't know what to do. Man.
What he does so well here. Take it for a ride, Shelton. Take it for a ride. You can do it all night. That's what the ladies say. Shelton and feeling 3 German suplexes, 3 points in the Continental Classic. Mortos in dire trouble here. Shelton Benjamin on the attack. Oh, that face. I'm familiar with that face. Smells the finish line. Mortos trying to pull himself up in the corner. The assistance with a rope shot.
Oh my goodness. These guys are just going head to head with Collision.
MVP's loving it. What Mortos, to his credit, still on his feet. He was.
And 3. And your winner, Shelton Benjamin. And I think he needed that win because after losing to Cal Fletcher, that kind of took his momentum. But he got the victory. He got the win over the Beast Mortos. So the Blue League is shaping up to be cooking because I don't even know who's going to come out of that Blue League because so many people. But we see Bobby Lashley coming out to the ring to celebrate with Benjamin. Of course, we're going to see MVP celebrating in the ring. So I just love, this is, like I said, this is my first time watching a Continental Classic. So I'm very, very, very excited. And of course, they're going to beat up on the Beast Mortos. And hopefully, we get to see Roosh and Alistico because they're trying to make a statement. And also, we haven't seen Swerve Strickland in a while. We haven't seen Swerve. So, and they're trying to make a statement. They made a statement with the Beast. And speaking of Daniel Garcia, there he is. Here comes the TNT champ.
But I don't care, because I think everybody in DC wants to see a fight tonight. So let's get it.
I know this. Well, I'm happy Daniel Garcia got some backup with Mark Briscoe in the Blue League, but we haven't seen, because like I said, we haven't seen Swerve Strickland in a while. Because like I said, Swerve Strickland still has some issues with Bobby Lashley. But it would be interesting if Swerve came out. But I know this is like the Continental Classic. But he's sending a message to Daniel Garcia ahead of his match, and it looks like he wants the TNT Championship. And I have a question that I'm going to put in the chat, and I want you guys to think of it. If Shelton Benjamin beats Daniel Garcia this Saturday on Christmas Collision, do you think he should be a contender for his TNT Championship? I feel like it would be a really good opportunity. And also, this was something that's very interesting because I know Daniel Garcia is Continental Classic, but thinking of a potential challenger. And I think this would be interesting. Oh, and to get that, we had the Blue League. So, Kyle Fletcher's leading with 9, Kazuchika Okada with 7, Daniel Garcia with 4, Mark Briscoe and Shelton Benjamin with 6, and of course, the Beast Mortos has 0. So I'm hoping he does get a win. But the Blue League is shaping up to be pretty good. And they're showing the promo of Mark Briscoe. They're showing highlights from Collision this past week. Mark Briscoe picking up the win against Kyle Fletcher. I don't think anybody saw that coming. I'm very proud of Mark. He definitely got a win. And I'm super, super proud of him. So this is just shaping up to be a good, solid Dynamite. Let's see. And I'm looking at everybody's comment. Ricochet versus Will Ospreay is going to be fire match. Yeah, it's going to be fire. It's going to be part 2. I'm looking forward to watching my new client, Mina Sharkana, go against the CEO, Mercedes Moné. Yes, she will go against her at Wrestle Dynasty next month in the Tokyo Dome. And that match is going to be fire. I hope I get to see the match before I get home. I have to work, but get off around that time. Collision comes on. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a match tonight. I'm very excited. And also up next is going to be the Gold League. Will Ospreay taking on Darby Allin. And feel free to put in the chat who do you think is going to win this match? Because this could go either way. Would you want Will Ospreay or would you want Darby Allin? So do that. And also they're showing the promo for Allin in Texas. It'll be in July. It's going to be one of the biggest shows that they have every year. I'm very excited that they're definitely doing a stadium show in Texas. So feel free, if you're near the Texas area, you do not want to miss that. Hi, Ari. Thank you. I am very excited. And you just came just in time because this is the final Dynamite of 2024. I just can't believe it. Where has the time gone? People, Where is the time going? But it's the final live Dynamite 2024, and hopefully they end it off with a bang. Bobby, thank you so much for AEW Watch Along. No, thank you for joining on this Watch Along. So I'm very excited on that. MVP is desperate because Shelton is in a spot he has to win out, basically, to go world title. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, at this point, you really kind of have to. It would be a great first defense for Daniel Garcia. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I did see Shelton Benjamin eyeing the TNT Championship match, and I think this would be a really great opportunity for Daniel Garcia, because you know, he hasn't had a contender for a while since he won it, and I think this would be a good opportunity for him. And also, very interesting on how this is gonna twine in, because, like I said, Swerve still has unfinished business with the Hurt Syndicate. There's so many unanswered questions and layers throughout all this, but we'll find out in a way. Hi, Aaron Teagle. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us on this holiday bash of AEW from Washington, D.C. And we're just getting ready for War Continental Classic Mayhem between Will Ospreay and Darby Allin. That match is going to be fire. Also, we have our main event. We have a trios match. Jon Moxley, the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac taking on my client, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, Switchblade Jay White, and Hangman Adam Page. The question is going to be interesting on how all three are going to get along, because this could turn into chaos and mayhem. It's going to be interesting. So I don't know how they're going to be cohesive, because as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, I feel like this is more than just the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. This is all about representing and defending the good within AEW. And Moxley's trying to find ways on how to do it. And apparently it's not the way a lot of people agree with it. So, and plus we still don't know who's behind Moxley. But I said this a couple of weeks ago, and I think I said this back in October. I have a slight gut feeling that the Elite may align with Jon Moxley. And the reason I say that is because Jon Moxley, he didn't do anything to them. And then when he went up to Jack Perry, he said, I don't care what anybody thinks. I like you. And also, you notice that he didn't attack the Young Bucks. And also, members of the Elite didn't do that. And speaking of which, we get to see Renee Paquette talking to Ricochet. So let's see what Ricochet has to say about what happened with the Hurt Syndicate.
I'm not going to worry about that. We're not going to worry about that. I mean, they know homies. They know what they do. I'm not going to worry about that. What I am going to worry about is the Continental Classic. Because like I said, out there, your boy already got 6 points. But this Saturday, I have to step into the ring with one of the main reasons why he came to AEW in the first place, and that is Mr. Will Ospreay. That's funny because I didn't come to AEW just to step into the ring with Will Ospreay. I came to AEW so I can shut the world up and I can beat Will Ospreay. That is why I'm going to have my eyes on this next match.
I was just talking about Swerve. I was just talking about it.
The real Trevor showed his real face. You know, out of the 14 years of knowing you, I thought maybe you might have changed out of here, for a while. Turns out, nope, it's still the same old Trevor. Follower. I can tell you, boy, but that ain't gonna work here in AEW, especially whose house?
Oh.
That's great. Word's house. I was always wondering how long it was going to take for me to hear that whose house. But I'm glad. Thank you. I appreciate that. But you know what's funny is I know the real Swerve too. And the real Swerve, he didn't win the Continental Classic last year. See? So I know it's going to beat you up. This year,
Well, and it's funny. I was just talking about Swerve, and he shows up in the building, and he had a very interesting confrontation with Ricochet. I just wish Ricochet would stop doing that, because that is so not going to get you nowhere. And of course, we saw highlights from Winter is Coming, where we saw my client Tony Storm return, and portrait of a rock star. So, what did she have to say?
can you explain where you've been?
I'm from Gold Coast, Australia. Growing up, I love three things: wrestling, rock music, and pride. Now it's left me here at AEW. Hard to believe, I know.
Okay, but what about your history with AEW?
Seen every show since the start. Can't believe I've made it here today.
Okay, what about being a three-time AEW Women's World Champion?
I've only been thinking about that, but thank you.
What if I said a name like Saray? Mercedes Moné?
Icon.
Mariah May? Okay, what if I said Timeless? What if I said Timeless Tony Storm?
No. It's rolling around. It's Tony time. Like, it's Tony time. Like, I'm doing Trinidad. Great. Thank you.
I love. That's what. Oh God. See, here's what happens. Oh, we have our producer from the future, Dylan. Dylan, look, I ain't gonna fight you. She's my client. I know she's from New Zealand. And I know you are an Aussie, but New Zealand is part of Australia, just to be fair. See, Song theory of Freckle had a theory. He thought. Well, here's the thing with my client, because everybody wants to jump the gun so quick onto judge it right away, thinking like, oh well, she's doing this, doing that. No. Dylan, hold on. Before everybody wants to jump on my client, let this slowly process, because I feel like she has some tricks up her sleeve. She has something, because people think she play along with it. Dylan, she's got some tricks up her sleeve. So let my client cook slowly, because I don't think she's done yet. And plus, never believe surface level. I know what she's doing. I know what she's doing. She has it under control, and she's taking care of business. So trust me, she got a game plan. I trust in her. I believe in her, and she will be fine. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Just enjoy it, and don't overthink it. You can never. Oh, you are a comedian. That is very true. So let my client cook, because I feel like this is not it. So for people getting their bunchers and whining and complaining, let her cook a bit. Let her cook. She's back. We'll see what happens, especially in 2025, because I have a feeling she's got some seekiness happening with her. But Changing my attention to my client, we got some Continental Classic mayhem. We got the second match. We have Will Ospreay taking on Darby Allin. This match is going to be good. And it's so funny. I was making fun of... It's so funny. I was making fun of Will Ospreay's hair last week because if you saw his hair last week, and you know I have a soft spot for boy bands, he reminded me of Nick Carter's long lost brother as part of the Backstreet Boys. I just was cracking up so much. I had to do a meme. But here we go. Darby Allin, Will Ospreay, one-on-one. Some of you guys picked Will Ospreay. I'm pretty sure some of you picked Darby. I kind of don't know who I want to win because who's going to need it more. But this is going to be a physicality fight, and I'm very excited to see that. And I'm very excited that all of you get to join me on this AEW Holiday Bash. Final Live Dynamite of 2024. They're gearing up for January 1st. Because not only Dynamite will be airing live on TBS, it will be streaming on Max. So if I were AEW and Max, I would be promoting it like crazy. Promoting it on every network that's associated with Max because it's a big deal for them. It's a groundbreaking moment in wrestling, and I really want them to do well. So I'm giving kudos to them and cheers to them for 2025. We got, all right. Ooh, look at that. Will Ospreay try to use the same tactic Okada did, but Darby Allin does not care. One thing I love about him, he is determined, he is resilient, he knows a thing or two. So never underestimate Mr. Darby Allin. I liked your t-shirt. And oh, thank you, Bobby. Yeah, of course I have to be a little bit festive because it's a holiday bash. You have to make sure that you have your sweatshirt, you have your Santa hat, because, you know, it's a holiday season. So you have to be very prepared. But right now, we got some Continental Classic happening between Will Ospreay and Darby Allin. And feel free to put in the chat on who do you think is going to win, because I know some of you guys picked Will Ospreay to win. So we shall see. Ooh, Ospreay laying on his feet. Ooh, here comes Darby. Is he going to do a coffin drop? Ooh, Darby! Here's a little tip. For anybody that always say wrestling is fake, show them that clip of Darby Allin when he did a coffin drop. Because that is no joke. And that really, really hurts. So, I hope Darby's okay. But even though it's a picture-in-picture, the match is still going on. It's live. Exactly, Boza. Exactly. Exactly. So anytime I always hear somebody, I would always show them a Darby Allin match. Heck, I would even show them the Texas Death Match. Texas Death Match between Swerve and Hangman Adam Page. That was crazy. Or a Blood and Guts match. Then that'll be something. All right, Bobby. Since Chelsea Green is WWE Women's United States Championship, who would you like to see her go against in 2025? Ooh, that's an interesting question. So, congratulations to Chelsea Green, being the United Women's United States Championship. Um, that's a really good question because there's a lot of ladies that could go after her belt. I mean, of course, I would love to see Michin go at it because those two have a rivalry already. Um, Bailey could be another one. I would love to see Candice LeRae get a shot at the Women's United States Championship because that's my little poison pixie that I love. So I definitely want to root for her. Also, I would love for her to do one idea that I had. I would love for her to do an open challenge. And it would be nice to see what women that we want to see. And also just really getting that experience. And also doing an open challenge, it also could bring out some women within NXT, especially some that have not even sniffed main roster yet. So that's a possibility that I would like to see do. But I would love to see Michin, Bailey, my little poison pixie, Candice LeRae as who I would say. Hi, Zolando Brown, and happy birthday to you. And it's so ironic because we did talk about a birthday today. WWT Live, we had Stone Cold Steve Austin celebrate his birthday at 60, but also one half of my clients, the acclaimed Anthony Bowens, today is his birthday. So make sure to wish him a happy birthday. The Scissor King, of course, he's from my home state of New Jersey, and I'm super, super proud of him. Also, feel free to put in the chat on your favorite moment that you have with Anthony Bowens. I know Bobby put his moment in, but feel free to put in the chat to send Anthony some love. Any moments that you have with him during his tenure at AEW so far, because he deserves a love. And also, what better way to celebrate your birthday than on the final live Dynamite on 2024? And we are back live with the Gold League match between Will Ospreay and Darby Allin. And that is going to be fine. What are your biggest 2025 AEW predictions? Well, it's funny you say that, Artie. I will be talking about that in my post show, which I will do after that. I'm not going to do a long post show. I'm just going to do a quick run through post show. Just do it, and you'll get to see a little bit of angles, a little bit of sprinkles that are happening. So, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, can we go? So, it's always nice to see. Yes, Aaron. I mentioned this earlier. I've been battling a very, very bad cold. That's been happening. I know I sound very congested a bit, but I've been battling a very serious cold. But I'm starting to feel a little bit better. It's just me being congested, so that's why I sound this way. But happy to be with all of you tonight. So I'm gonna do that. Thank you, Bobby. I was thinking about doing a post show, but I'm not sure if I can. But we shall see. If I just want to make sure to get your butts in your seats. If I am going to do a post show, it probably won't be till 10:30 because I want to give myself time to really rest and breathe and everything else. So I am going to do a post show, but it will be at 10:30 p.m. because I don't want to keep everybody up too long. We're going to go through everything with the watch along. So make sure you set your alerts and reminders. Oh! Oh my goodness. I just missed the match. So it looked like Darby Allin almost had the pin, but the fans are going crazy. Oh my god. It played. And look at that. Code Red. Oh, man. I thought that would have been over. These guys are really bringing it.
Exchanging shots right to the face. Both men after this match with 2 matches remaining in the Continental Classic. We are getting down to crunch time. This is a pivotal match for both men, but especially Darby Allin, if he hopes to stay alive in the finish line. Darby got a little bit more mustard on those chins.
These guys are really putting it to the notch.
Will Ospreay with a 40-plus pound weight advantage over Darby Allin. But Darby, you know, he's been fighting larger opponents all of his life, but it's a lot of it is how Darby uses his size, but also how Ospreay uses his size. That's what he does. Darby Allin, he's fighting these guys his entire life. Like you said, Darby Allin wrestles like every match is his last match. Leaves it all out there. Boy, hit me again, I get it. Darby, blocking with a forearm, and now look at maybe Moné.
Look at this. Kick out by Will Ospreay. Coffin drop. Is it it?
The best that Darby Allin has been able to throw at. Absolutely, yes. How about what's Darby looking at here? Looking outside. Darby Allin is absolutely sick.
And the fans are chanting, "This is awesome." But yeah, it's an awesome match. It's an awesome match so far. Oh, what's he gonna do here? Oh man. No way. No way. Oh my God. Yeah, that was a. Oh my goodness. It was. That's what the fans said with the reaction. Oh my God. It's not going to end by count on, is it? This has to be it. Oh my God. Darby does not want to stay down. This is a really good, solid match. Is he going to do it? And this is it. Coffin drop. He's going to do a coffin drop once more. Woo! And is this And your winner of the match is Darby Allin. And wow, these guys really. And what a way to end off the final live Dynamite in 2024 is with the Continental Classic match. Oh my God, crazy. So your winner of the match is Darby Allin. And wow. You can tell I didn't say much because I was so into the match. Okay, so we're taking a look at the Gold League bracket. So Darby Allin has 6, Claudio Castagnoli has 6, Will Ospreay has 6, Ricochet has 6, Brody King has 3, and Commander has no points. So this Saturday on Christmas Collision, it's going to be super, super important because Claudio Castagnoli and Darby Allin are going to go one-on-one. And whoever wins leads in the Gold League. Oh, man. And speaking of that, here comes the Death Riders. And it's nice that we have a transition into our main event because, of course, Darby Allin's still in the ring. But we see Claudio looking in, staring down his opponent. But up next, we have our main event. We have a trios match. We have the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Jon Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac taking on Switchblade Jay White, my client Orange Cassidy, and Hangman Adam Page. And I don't know how all three of them are going to get along because it's going to be mayhem. Gold League is nuts. 4 at 6 points. I know, it's like crazy. I don't even know who's going to get it, but there's going to be so much happening with Continental Classic mayhem because we still got some more Continental Classic happening this weekend on Collision. Of course, they're showing the promo of the Continental Classic and also for World's End. So we got more matches to come. I don't know who's going to win this because it's so crazy. I may be giving my bold predictions in the post show. But just to let you know, I will be doing a post show, but I will be starting it at 10:30 Eastern time on my time. So just to let you know, I will be starting off at 10:30 instead of after Dynamite. So I'll be starting off at 10:30. I'm going to do a quick post show, go over everything that's been happening with you so far. So we got a lot to cover. But just to make sure, as a friendly reminder, set your reminders, set everything else, that I will be doing it at 10:30 Eastern time, 7:30 Pacific. So make sure you put that as a reminder so at least you'll know. And hopefully you're probably thinking like, how come Courtney's not doing the post show afterwards? Well, just a friendly reminder. Anyone can win. Yeah, exactly. Anybody can win in the Blue League and Gold League. Like, I don't even know who's going to get it. And that's why some of these matches are so important this weekend. So much. Besides MJF and Adam Cole face-to-face, Saturday is basically another Continental League. Yeah, pretty much. It's going to be filled with Continental Classic mayhem. Who knows, Boza? I don't know what else they're going to add in there, but we shall see. But we're in the main event. And where has the time gone? It is crazy. But just before that, make sure to check out one of our sponsors over at WWT Live, All Caribbean Wrestling. And let's give them a lot of love because they have been super supportive of us.
This episode of Women's Wrestling Talk has been brought to you by All Caribbean Wrestling. Catch the wave. Go to allcaribbeanwrestling.com to check out all the latest pay-per-views or go on the YouTube page at All Caribbean Wrestling. Also, go and check out their socials on Instagram at All Caribbean Wrestling and on X at All Caribbean WR1.
I definitely thank one of our sponsors, All Caribbean Wrestling, for everything that we do. It was an okay episode tonight. I was hoping Boston would shock us on the final live Dynamite of the year. I know they are doing one next week, but it's pre-taped. Yeah, I know, Boza. It was very interesting. I thought at least they would do something. But, I mean, we still have the main event. So a lot can happen in the main event. So just make sure of that. And I thought it was a very solid episode. I mean, you want to go out with 2024 with a bang, but there was actually some good points. There was a few high points. few not so much, but like I said, we'll be talking about that in the post show. Friendly reminder, it will be at 10:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Pacific. Make sure to put that reminders in there because we will be talking everything about the post show and the episode. So on that, and we are back live with our main event. 3 members of the Death Riders, Jon Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac taking on Orange Cassidy, Hangman Adam Page, and Jay White. And speaking of Jay White, here he comes out now. Of course, he doesn't have the Bang Bang Gang with him. Juice Robinson had a serious injury, so that's why he's out of the Continental Classic. We have not seen Austin and Colton Gunn because both of them have suffered injuries. Shockingly enough, they were attacked by Hangman Adam Page. So that's why you haven't seen the Bang Bang Gang in a while. So here comes Switchblade. Oh, and here comes my client. Here comes Freshly Squeezed. I gotta put my shades on. Gotta put my shades on. There he is. My client, Freshly Squeezed. Sorry, but anytime OC comes on, I gotta put on my shades. I gotta put on my shades whenever my client comes on. That's important. And of course, we see their final tag team partner, Hangman Adam Page. Hangman. It's just gonna be interesting how all 3 of them are gonna coexist. Because it's gonna end in mayhem. It's gonna end in a lot of mayhem. So let's see how all 3 of them okay. So let's see how I guess Hangman's trying to make himself a leader, saying he's gonna be the first one to do it. So, as my client, he's just like, I'm just gonna do it anyway. So he has his shades on. So Hangman's gonna start, and it looks like Wheeler Yuta is gonna start. So here we go. I know Hangman wants Moxley, but come on, focus on Yuta. Can your client coexist with Jay White hanging out a page? That's gonna be the tough, tall question because, as you know, all 4 of them are gonna meet at World's End. Fatal 4-way match for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, and see, So, hey, look, my client's doing what he's doing best. You can't deny him for that. But anyways, this is going to be a very trick task because I don't know how all 3 of them are going to coexist because there's so much ego in this. And as I mentioned, this is more than just the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. It's all about representing AEW and who's going to be the person to lead the charge against the Death Riders. Who's going to be that person? And my client said he is not going to stop and continue the fight for AEW for AEW as long as Jon Moxley's champion. So he is not going to stop. He may be stubborn. He's resilient. He's determined. He's committed. And I just love him for that. And he's not scared of Moxley, by the way, because he faced him before. So, well, here he goes. He's looking for a tag. He tagged it, switch. Oh my god. He tagged it. Oh, he tagged the Hangman. Well, originally he tagged it Switchblade, but I guess Hangman is always kind of a bit of a hothead. But ooh. Well, The one thing about Hangman, he don't care. He does not care. That's the one thing about Hangman. He got in the face of Marina Shafiri. He doesn't care who you are. But trust me, we may be seeing. Well, I know Willow. She's going to be in the International Women's Cup at Wrestle Dynasty, but she's always going to have her friend Orange Cassidy's back no matter what. So I think we're going to see her encounter Marina a lot. And look at this. Hangman and Switchblade. Oh, jeez. And wait a minute. And Hangman just left. So now it's Jay White and Orange Cassidy. Now it's 2-on-3. And I'm pretty sure Moxley's loving this too, because man. Oh boy. It was only a matter of time where egos would get in the way, but and look at this. War OC. Oh boy. So pretty much if you're joining, this is our main event, and well, it was supposed to be 3-on-3, but it looks like it's 2-on-3 because Hangman just literally walked out of his own partners. So now it's Jay White and Orange Cassidy taking on Jon Moxley. Well, pretty much it's 5-on-2 because you also have Marina Shafir and Claudio Castagnoli at ringside. So it's pretty much 5-on-2 because, of course, you have Jon Moxley, Pac, and Wheeler Yuta in the ring. So, and Claudio's just beating up on my client. Don't worry, Orange, he's going to be fine. Because it's only a matter of time when you poke the bear. You poke the bear until it gets too much. So, do not mess with Orange. And Orange is laid out. And it's like the Death Riders just have the advantage. Jay White's trying to do as fighties as he can. So the match is still going in picture-in-picture, but even though it's picture-in-picture, the match is still going live. So, and tag is made to Jon Moxley, your AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Jon Moxley looks like he has the upper hand. Ugh. My client's already getting beat up for it. Damn it. But the one thing I will say, he just doesn't want to quit. He doesn't want to quit. He will keep going. So.
You really think you can get me to like dark chocolate?
Okay, so we're back officially live with our main event. It was originally Jon Moxley, Wheeler Yuta Pac taking on Jay White, Orange Cassidy, Hangman Adam Page. But unfortunately, it's pretty much 2-on-5 because Hangman just literally walked out of his tag team partners, and my client Orange Cassidy, he's laid out. Jay White, he's like getting beat up by every single member of the Death Riders. So we shall see. And just a friendly reminder, Christmas Collision will be live this Saturday. And of course, obviously, Moxley wants to beat the crap out of my client, OC. It's only a matter of time if you poke the bear. You poke it, and you poke it until it gets too violent. And that's what they're doing. They're poking the bear. So next week they're doing a Christmas collision, which will be pre-taped. Continental Classic happening next week. Will Ospreay versus Brody King. Darby Allin versus Ricochet, both matches in the Gold League. And Commander taking on Claudio Castagnoli next week in the Gold League. So, and this should be a banger. Next week in the Blue League, Shelton Benjamin taking on Kazuchika Okada. Daniel Garcia taking on Kyle Fletcher. Aha! So we got some matches for next week on Christmas. So Switchblade's trying to show some offense, but unfortunately my client's trying to get up. Oh man. JDT by Jay White. Is he going to make a tag to his partner? And my client's up. Is he going to make the tag to him? And he makes the tag. And then what he does best. See, that's what happens when you poke a bear too many times. They will come back. He's doing what he does best. Ooh, nasty. Jay White. Well, I will say Jay White and Orange Cassidy are showing some resilience together. Even though they're a duo, they are showing a lot of resilience with each other. Here it comes. See? You poke the bear too many times. Oof. Oh, there he is. When did he make him back? I guess he can't. Hopefully he came back. Maybe he had some feelings and doubt. I don't know. Can't they just coexist? Come on, just please coexist. Please let the match be. Why'd you hit your own partner? Ooh, nice shot. See, in a straight way, that's teamwork. And look at that switchblade. Oh God, can you guys just stop not argue? guys. Oh Lord. And unfortunately, your winners are the Death Riders, and this really pisses me off. Because John Moxley pinned my client Orange Cassidy. God, ego's get in the way, or it's trying to be the voice of reason. Wait a minute. God, guys. What's Moxley doing? Guys. And I think this is what Moxley's talking about because there's a lot of egos in the way. You guys? And FTR, they're out. But when they all work cohesively together, this is where you get successfulness. Ooh! Well, you know what? Oof. Hangman is still looking for Moxley. Well, it's one way to do that for World's End. It's one way to do that. Interesting way to end your final live Dynamite in 2024. I understand with World's End happening, but of course, Moxley's coming out on top. Still think they should have won, but who am I to say? But that was Dynamite. That concludes their holiday bash for Dynamite. Just a friendly reminder, we are going to do a post show, but I will be doing a post show at 10:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Pacific. So make sure you set your reminders and everything else. And I will see you guys shortly. It's been a very interesting holiday bash. Interesting way to end 2024, but I have a lot I have to say. But thank you to everybody that's been involved with this watch along and making it very special. Definitely shout outs to Zach Minger, Lewis Johnson, Boza, Bobby, Hassan Terrell, making sure I don't forget anybody, Lewis Johnson, Eddie Foster, Ari Barbalay, Aaron Teagle. Let's see who else. Oh, of course, our wonderful producer from the future, Dylan, hopping in on this Dynamite. Lando Brown. Thank you all for joining on this Dynamite episode. But just as a reminder, I'm going to be doing a post show at 10:30. So I will see you guys shortly. Don't take care of your needs. Get back to the bathroom, everything else. And I will see you guys shortly. But this has been a special edition of AEW's Holiday Bash, and we'll see you on the post show. And this is your WWT Media PR Princess, and everything you need to know about All Elite. And I will see you back here shortly.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.